Hi guys, Korean movie recapped here. Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm going to recap a 2019 Korean drama movie called Kim Ji-young, born 1982. This movie is adapted from a novel of the same name in which the story is inspired by the writer's life. It tells the tough life of living and growing up as a woman in a narrow-minded Asian society. So, what kind of trouble does she have to face? How does she cope with it? Let's find out together. The story begins with Ji-young, a mere hectic housewife, who has a loving husband, Dae-hyun. They are a great couple that always tries to assist each other. Dae-hyun is aware that sometimes Ji-young is troubled by being both a mother and wife. Moreover, Ji-young has a really irritating in-law. She is none other than Dae-hyun's mother. She never treasures Ji-young as her daughter-in-law, on the contrary, she treats Ji-young as her helper. In-law sometimes advises Ji-young to rest, but actually it is just lip service or even a sarcastic statement. Can't stand it, Ji-young confronts in-law in the middle of the family meeting. But she talks in an unusual way as if she is possessed by her mother's personality. Dae-hyun swiftly brings Ji-young and their daughter to Ji-young's parents' house. There, Ji-young can sleep peacefully, yet this place reminds her of the memories of her mother being harassed by her in-law also. On the other day, Dae-hyun suggests Ji-young to consult with a psychiatrist under the pretense of the baby blues phenomenon that surrounds them. He actually has gone there to initiate Ji-young's consultation since he feels like she needs help. Ji-young also realizes that she is pretty anxious after she has had her daughter, just like in the old days when she was still working. Back then, at her company, women never got promotions because they would need maternity leave or even resigned from the company to be housewives, and the company saw it as a burden. The persistent Ji-young kept trying to impress her chief since she admired her so much, other than she also wanted to get promoted. She had a dream to be just like Chief one day. Even after having a child, Chief was still the same productive career woman. The ugly truth is now Ji-young is surrounded by the other housewives, talking about how they bury their dreams just to focus on being good mothers and wives. Deep down, Ji-young misses being a career woman. On top of that, her ex-colleague visits her and tells her that she is being promoted by the company. Not only that, she informs Ji-young that Chief has resigned and opened a new company of her own. She encourages Ji-young to join her. Ji-young is excited but feels uneasy at the same time. Meanwhile, Dae-hyun is worried about Ji-young and asks for some advice from his colleagues. Instead of getting any insight, they make fun of her and it annoys him so much. Furthermore, at home, Ji-young asks permission from Dae-hyun so she can start working again. Dae-hyun's restlessness turns into rage and makes things worse. Ji-young leaves him helplessly. At midnight, Dae-hyun awakes and finds Ji-young drinking alone. He tries to reconcile with her, but he is surprised by her response. It appears that her body is inhabited by someone else's personality, and she keeps telling him to appreciate Ji-young because she has been worn out these days. Dae-hyun grieves badly as his worry has become true. In the morning, Dae-hyun asks Ji-young to visit the psychiatrist, but he doesn't mention anything about last night and Ji-young agrees to go. However, she waits uncomfortably at the psychiatrist and decides not to do the consultation with the excuse of a costly payment. Dae-hyun desperately wants her to do the consultation but still doesn't have the heart to explain her condition directly. The next day, Ji-young has a meeting with colleague. Colleague tells her that the security guy at the company has sexually harassed the female staff by planting a micro camera at the female toilet cubicle. It triggers Ji-young on the way home at the bus stop. She remembers a sexual harassment that she has experienced too, yet her father blamed it all on Ji-young. He asks Ji-young to dress appropriately and pay more attention to her surroundings. On a different occasion, in-law meets up with Dae-hyun to clarify Ji-young's confrontation. Dae-hyun tries to explain that Ji-young is not in good health. Hearing this, in-law pities Dae-hyun and criticizes Ji-young so much. Dae-hyun begs in-law not to reprimand Ji-young, as he will find a solution to this problem. In-law tries to help Dae-hyun by sending Ji-young herbal medicine to show some affection. Upon seeing this, Ji-young is thrilled since she has never been treated like this before. On the following day, Ji-young comes to her parents' house to celebrate mother's birthday. In the meantime, she falls asleep and has a flashback of mother accompanying her studying. Mother told her a little secret. In the past, she put out of sight her dream of being a teacher because she needed to make money for her brother's tuition fee. And at that time, she couldn't reach it either because she was married and became a mother. Ji-young feels that the cycle is looping in her life too. Later, Ji-young has a feast with her family and sister brings lots of takeaway food. Aunt nags that mother and daughters should be the ones who prepare the food. Nevertheless, the youngest brother is just slacking off with aunt. Sister fights for mother, Ji-young, and herself until aunt is lost for words. Upon seeing this, Ji-young is inspired by sister who always defends them stoutly. Soon after, Ji-young decides to fight for her dream, so she calls Chief and applies to be part of her team. Chief immediately accepts and gives her the offering. It makes Ji-young happy and reminisces about the day before her graduation day. Father talked down to her and made mother so furious. Then, she got a call from the company because she is qualified for her first job. She cherishes this moment just like before when she got her first job. Ji-young enthusiastically shares this moment with Dae-hyun. She describes all of the plans for how she will manage chores and work. Dae-hyun still worries about her, but he is also delighted by Ji-young's unusual excitement. Seeing how happy Ji-young is, Dae-hyun starts to remember how in-law urged Ji-young to have a child right after their marriage. Turns out, Dae-hyun was the one who convinced Ji-young that even after their firstborn, Ji-young still could go to work and did her daily routine just like before. However, right now, Ji-young is trapped in this circumstance. Day by day, Ji-young seeks a babysitter for her daughter, yet no one applies for the job. Subsequently, Dae-hyun offers himself to take care of their daughter by proposing a parental leave to his company. He risks his career since most of the male staff that files for the parental leave will be kicked out. At first, Ji-young is very happy because her husband lends her a hand, however, in-law freaks out when she gets the news. She humiliates Ji-young by saying that she is incapable and her impulsiveness can harm Dae-hyun's brilliant future. In-law even complains to mother and says that Ji-young is crazy and has a severe mental illness. Mother hastily goes to Ji-young's house. When she arrives, she explains that she will take care of Ji-young's daughter so Ji-young can freely go to work. Mother's explanation triggers another episode of her illness and makes Ji-young look like she is being possessed by her late grandmother. She asks mother not to sacrifice herself anymore because she has been through so much. Mother was willing to work day and night to become a tailor until she hurt herself for the family. She keeps saying that Ji-young has become this strong because she looks up to mother who never gives up, and always tries to be a good mother, wife, and sister, even after she has left her dream. Mother cries out loud in frustration realizing how bad her daughter has suffered. At home, she finally breaks and blames her daughter's condition on father by saying that he has never given any attention to Ji-young. The next day, Ji-young gives up on her dream to work and convinces herself that her in-law's words are reasonable. Dae-hyun supports her willingness by saying that Ji-young needs to take a break and just needs to take care of their daughter for her good. Ji-young misinterprets her husband's words and overflows her emotion. She feels like Dae-hyun and in-law are gaslighting her by saying that everything is for her sake, meanwhile they just want to lock her away. Finally, Dae-hyun exposes a video of Ji-young when she is inhabited by mother's personality. Ji-young is wide-eyed seeing how the illness has taken over her. After that incident, Ji-young tries to make peace with herself. She is ready to attend a consultation with the psychiatrist for her treatment. Day by day, because of the love and support from her family, and also her eagerness, she finally can move on with her life. She also goes to the chief's company to inform her that she can't go to work because she still needs time for recovery. In fact, she can speak up for herself in front of the strangers who judge and offend her. All this time, she covers herself behind the shadow of her husband and daughter. It's all because society teaches them that women are supposed to stay at home, do chores, and follow what their husbands and in-laws want. Sometimes she is happy being someone's mother or wife, yet she feels trapped inside. She is blaming herself for being so incapable and can't find any way out of it. In the end, Ji-young realizes this is not her fault. People's mindset regarding women should be held responsible instead. The social system that has been programmed to have a list of do's and don'ts for women is totally wrong. Then, Ji-young pours all of her emotion and mind into writing until it is published through lots of media. Kim Ji-young, who was born in 1982, is finally freed by herself and her persistence. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.